welcome back to my YouTube channel. As per our last video, uh, we have seen that how to basically authenticate from your local development machine to your GCP project. So I assume you have also done that particular step, and you are now able to authenticate your, let's say, terminal of your local dev machine to the GCP project that you have. Now, in this particular video, what we are going to see is what is gcloud, right? So basically, what GCP has done is to interact with all the GCP resources, right? They have given one command line utility, and they have named it as gcloud. Using this gcloud utility or command line utility, we can able to do all those things which you can do by using the GCP console. So currently whatever you are seeing here on the screen is a GCP console, right, which is kind of a UI where you can go click whatever you wanted to do. Like for example, let's say we wanted to create a bucket. So what you can do is you can just click on this, fill out the boxes, like what is the name of the bucket that you want to create. Then there are some other options as well. You can just fill up those and just click on create button, so that it creates the bucket for you, and that created bucket is displayed here. We have already seen this particular UI option in one of our videos, so you can just watch that video one more time. Now, as I mentioned earlier, that we can do the exact same activity by using the gcloud command line utility as well, right? Because in lots of the organization, based on the policies that a organization make, generally they don't give you the direct access to the Google console, which is kind of a UI where you can just do click 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 and your job is done. Instead, sometimes they prefer not to allow users to do the things on the UI, because it could be little freehand and it might create some kind of issues. So basically, based on some kind of policies, in certain organization you don't have access to Google console, but then they are giving you the access to the gcloud utility, and as and when based on your role you can use that. So it is equally important to understand what is gcloud and how to use that. With some examples I'll demonstrate that how the gcloud utility is exactly same as that of GCP console, and how you can basically create both the things from a UI and gcloud utility, right? So let's see how we can create the bucket in this particular project from gcloud, right? So for that, let me just clear the terminal. So for that, this is the command. So basically this is the path where our gcloud is installed, right? Gcloud, I think this is what we have seen earlier, bin gcloud, and this is the syntax, storage buckets. So storage stands for, it's kind of a protocol which says or it's kind of a parameter passed to the gcloud saying that okay, I wanted to do something regarding the cloud storage, right? So that's why this storage. Then again, in storage there are multiple things. So out of that I wanted to do something related to buckets, storage buckets, and this is the exact thing which says that okay, I wanted to create a storage bucket now. And then here you give the name of the bucket that you want to create. I'm just giving the project ID. We'll create the bucket with the same name as that of our project ID, and this is the optional parameter. You can even skip that, but it is recommended that while you are creating the bucket, go with the uniform bucket level access. This is just kind of a parameter, optional parameter that you have to pass along with this gcloud storage buckets create command. Okay, so I am just writing this and I'll press enter. So it says creating gs gcp dev 409815, and it has silently came out of it. That means without any error this particular command has executed successfully. Now let's go ahead and see that if that bucket is created here or not. So just refresh this, and now you should see the GCP dev 409815 bucket is created. Now if I go inside this bucket, obviously it is going to be an empty bucket, right? So now let's try to upload the file, any sample file into this bucket. Now here, if you see, if you go into this particular bucket, then here you have all these UI options where you can just click upload files, do whatever upload you wanted to do, and then just click OK. It should be able to upload the files, right? But again, on the same lines, how to do this particular activity by using the gcloud command line utility is, this is what the command that you have to run. So let's say on desktop I have one file, this is the image basically as heading, and let's say I wanted to copy that into the GCS bucket. So till this particular part, still Google storage, it is going to be the same syntax, but now the activity which I want to do is changing. I don't want to create the bucket anymore, but now I wanted to upload the file from my desktop location to GCS location, GCS bucket, right? So this is what the command that we wanted to run. So let me copy it, go to terminal, yeah, let's run it. Okay, I think heading dot png, I was missing the extension actually. So now if you see, it says copying this heading.png to, this is the name of our bucket, it will copy it with the same name, and it says it completed and amount of data that has been transferred. So the size of the file was 141.4 KB, and it has transferred those many bytes, kilobytes into the bucket. Now let's go ahead and see if we have the file created or present here or not. So if I just refresh this, and this is where you can see the heading.png file got copied here. So this is how we can interact with Google Cloud products. Like here here we are interacting with the storage product, right, using the gcloud command line activity or utility, right? So now let's see one more command, that how to list the files that are present in a bucket in gcloud storage, cloud storage, right? So for that this is the command, like you, till this storage part, it is the exact same thing. You just run ls command and then name of the bucket, and it should give you what is the content of this particular. So this particular bucket just has only one png file, so it had just listed that. Okay, so I hope you got at a conceptual level that what is exactly a gcloud command line utility and what is the use of it. Like long story short, basically if you wanted to utilize or connect or use the resources over the GCP, right, and no on not onto the console, then basically gcloud is going to be the way where you can go ahead and run the commands and interact with your GCP resources. Okay, thank you very much. Thanks guys, thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.